Good afternoon, boys and girls. Today we're going to continue to talk about the plant life cycle. Last week I introduced the topic and we learned about 5 stages in the plant's life. Today we're going to talk more about those and we're going to get even into more detail about what happens in those stages. So this is kind of our interactive flip book. As you can see, we're going to have all these topics today. We're going to talk about all these things: seeds and germination, roots, sprout, seedling and young plant, adult plant, quiz 1 and quiz 2. And quiz 1 and quiz 2 are going to be your activities for your grade this week. So, how does a plant grow? Guys, we've talked about plants for many, many weeks now, and we even talked about plant needs and animal needs toward the beginning of the school year. I want you to look at the picture to help you also. What things do plants need in order to grow? We know that they need water, which we can get from rain, sunlight in order to get that energy to make food. What else do plants need to grow? They need air and nutrients. Yes, their food. The first step in a plant's life cycle is the seed. The seed is how all new plants grow. We put seeds into the ground, and once the seeds begin to take in water, it begins to germinate. Germinate just means to grow, guys. So once it begins germinating, once that water is taken in, so much water is taken in, then the seed bursts. This little burst, or the germinated seed that you see here, this part is actually going to become part of the roots. I posted a video here also so that you can watch a video of a seed growing. Shows you from a seed into germination and the next steps also. So once that little germinated seed, this part here, continues to grow, it becomes the roots. The roots are a very, very important part of the plant. They make sure that the plant stays in the ground so that the wind blows, the plant doesn't leave that spot. It also sucks in water from the soil and also nutrients from the soil, and it sends that water and food nutrients up to the different parts of the plant. The roots are very important to the plant, and you can see it's one of the first steps in the plant cycle. So once that germinated seed has begun to grow those roots down, this part inside the seed will start to sprout. Sprout just means to open up. So this seed, once the roots grow down, this part is going to continue to grow up, becoming the stem, and now the seed has sprouted, and the leaves will be the first thing that you will start to see. Once the seed has germinated and then sprouted up into a stem, you can see that the leaves start getting stronger, the stem starts growing taller, maybe a little bit thicker. It's getting stronger and bigger. It's taking in nutrients and water in order to grow. Just like we do. We have to have our water and our food, our veggies, our nutrients in order to grow bigger and healthy. Finally, we have the adult plant. The adult plant has all those big, beautiful leaves. A lot of times, if it is a tree or if it's some kind of flower or some kind of vegetable, a flower will start to grow on this plant. And from the flower, we get the vegetables and fruits that we like to eat. There is a website down here also that you will be able to go to that shows how a plant grows the fruit. It's actually a pear plant, and you can see the pear plant or the pear tree growing the flowers and how the flower starts to make the seeds, and then it starts turning into the fruit. It's a very cool video. So this is your first activity to complete. You are going to drag the parts of the plant life cycle up to the correct stage number. Let me exit this so I can show you. So we know the very, very first part of a plant's life is the seed. So we have to have the seed. Then what's going to happen next? The seed is going to, I'm not going to tell you because I want you to fill these in on your own. Next slide is also for you. You're going to move up the description to match the picture. So we have the seed, germination, sprout, sunshine and water, young plant, seedling, adult plant, and roots. You're going to pull these words up, the description, to match the picture. And finally, there is a plant part that you have to label: leaf, stem, seed, roots, and flower. And here is another version of the plant life cycle. The only difference in this one is it added the sprouting stage. So seed, germinate, sprout, young plant, adult plant. Don't forget all the stages back here. Roots, oh, the roots, sprout, seedling, young plant, adult plant. All right, guys, that's all I have for you today. Complete the activity in Google Classroom, or you can complete the activity on paper.